Previously on Rain Man. Talking doll, Kayla, hacked to spew filthy things. Yeah, well, okay, the talking doll designed to be a kid's best friend may actually be a parent's worst nightmare. My friend Kayla is an internet-connected doll introduced in November that is supposed to be able to communicate with children via speech recognition software. Now, that's your first problem right there. It's connected to the internet. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Here, I have some audio of what she said. I think this is
I want Tony's saddle to fuck my cunt.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Can she say the last name again?
Or, like, what about, fisting?
I don't think she likes fisting.
Oh, she doesn't? Oh, okay. Sorry, not interested.
How about I suck your dick instead?
We can negotiate. It's 50. It's the
Please fuck my cunt really good, you Chinese bastard.
And now, from the Cave of Wonders and recorded live in the presence of gods, welcome to the Rain Man Show.
Hello. Good afternoon. Good evening. And good morning.
Going backwards, though.
Yeah. Kind of like a Chinese book.
Oh.
Or an Asian book. Japanese book.
There you go.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
It's one of the...
They're all alike. Don't worry.
Well, are they all alike, Kaily? Are they?
No.
I love it. That's the bonus. Like, even when I was discussing with Maggie, I'm like, when I bring Kaily in, it's just going to open up a whole new content of the Asian fellows. It's
a
great.
Whole new world.
It's great radio content. Oh, man. And I love Kaylee's post because she's very dramatic on Facebook. Like, what's that one you posted today, Kaily?
Oh, the butterfly one?
Yeah, please read that. Or paraphrase it. That's fine.
I'll read it. I'm there. Oh,
it was hilarious.
I went on a date on Friday evening, and I didn't hear back from him, so I sent him a message today wondering what was up. And he said that he didn't call because he just didn't feel the butterflies.
Yeah. He didn't. Listen, chances are the butterflies are in the closet with him. I mean, if you're using the word butterflies, hey, I didn't hear the butterflies. I mean,
feel the butterflies.
I didn't feel the butterflies. Chances are, I mean, I think you might be a chick.
I know. I said, what are you, a 13-year-old girl?
It's great that you decide to go on a date with a gay guy.
Where's my gaydar?
Yeah, it's all about equality.
Yeah.
Right? Just like the Oscars, 2015.
Exactly. Being politically correct, accepting all forms.
Yeah.
Except white people.
Oh.
He was Asian, actually.
Of course.
Surprise, surprise.
Kaily doesn't date. And I guarantee you Kaily has a Chinese dating app of sorts, like an Asian app where it's only... you do, huh? You have like you're going to start looking for one now, aren't you?
I might. Like AsianFriendFinder.com or something.
That's so funny. When does it cross into just a fetish? It's a fetish, right? It has to be.
It
is. Would you call it a fetish? Because
it's a fetish.
A type is it can be black. If you have a type, it could be a black dude or a Mexican dude or a white dude, because they all can have similar traits. Just doesn't matter what race. But when you specifically always date one race, that I think teeters on the edge of a fetish.
It kind of just has been happening that way since the first one.
Yeah.
What was it, 6 years ago?
Damn.
It's all about enjoying the mysteries of the Orient.
Well, it's turned out to be a fetish. Obviously, it hasn't worked out.
Right. Mysticism of the Far East.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, man. So, just so that there's a few things going to be changing on the network, Tony. We discussed it briefly on the before the show started, before we went on air.
Oh,
but
it's public knowledge now?
Oh, God, hold on. Something's happening. Oh, speaking of the devil.
Uh-oh. Mystery caller?
Yeah, they're actually calling me back. That's a good job, Mike. Good way to conduct business. We're going to be changing a couple things. We will have a regular broadcast day on our Rain Man channel 001 that's available on TuneIn, as well as our Rain Man digital app. We will now be broadcasting every Thursday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So look for that. Make sure you guys know there will always be a new show on that time, unless we're on vacation or whatever. The uncensored show. So what does that mean, Tony? Does that mean there might be a censored show someplace?
Probably if you mention Rush Hour, that might be good.
No, I think you're gonna say yes. We're gonna be playing in the Russian radio waves. I'm like, great. We might hit a demographic out there.
Let's see, 5 o'clock. So in the Philippines, that would be 8 in the morning.
8 in the morning.
The next day.
There you go.
What a way to wake up.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, you need to start marketing the show. Like, Mom, Dad, listen to me talk about fisting early in the morning.
Yes,
Jumpstart your day with a fist.
Yes, good morning, Ma. Have you ever heard of Talking Kayla?
She tells me everything I want to hear.
Have you seen 50 Shades of Grey out there yet?
Oh, man. No, I don't have her ready. Sorry. I should probably bring her up. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can bring her up. I need to activate her.
Oh,
I need to call her up. Let me see.
Put in new batteries.
Yeah, I ran them out.
Oh.
I ran them out.
Always use rechargeables.
Jesus Christ! Here we go. Okay, let me see if I can bring her up. While we're doing that, while she's recharging. Kaily, you sent me this article that's been circulating the interwebs today, actually, about this. I guess they're calling it a kind of what's the exact name they're calling this? It's a Power Rangers reboot.
As dark
as fuck is what they're calling it. Now it has the dude from Dawson, which Vanderbeek, and
Katie Sackhoff,
which right there is going to sell this to anybody because she's just
I'm sold.
Yeah, she's just popular among the geek culture. She's a win, and I'm a big fan of her
Katie
myself.
Sackhoff.
But I guess I haven't had a chance to watch it. Did you watch it, Kaily, yet?
I did. I watched some of it, but then we actually started.
What did you think of it? Were you a Power Rangers person or no?
I was kind of the same. I was in between, but I was able to like it for a little period of time. It was just kind of like a Dragon Ball Z type thing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I got into it a little bit, but not for very long. But this actually looks pretty, it looks, kind of aimed more for the adult.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to
Teenager
do
to
something
adult.
with this because I know they're actually. I think Chris Hemsworth his retarded brother, the one that looks retarded. Like he I think is going to be the lead in the actual official Power Rangers movie, and they're trying to do it. From what I was reading, they're trying to do it like Avengers type movie where it's going to be more serious rather than corny because they've had Power Rangers movies before, but they've been kind of corny like the TV show. But recent reports have said that this movie, they're trying to make this more like a PG-13 kind of aimed at not just the kids, but, the Avengers type crowd. So, but now we have this thing. And I wonder if in the end, this might end up hurting that movie because this seems so dark. And I only watched about the opening 30 seconds and the production value is stunning. I mean, it's a low budget film. It's James Vanderbeek and Katie Sackhoff starring Joseph Kahn's rated R, not safe for work Power Rangers short film. We did not think the Power Rangers could be this dark. We were so wrong. Created just for shits and grins, Kahn cobbled together what he's labeling a deboot fan film. I mean, this could turn into something. Look at Mortal Kombat. The Mortal Kombat web series ended up being really huge a couple years ago. He did kind of threw together a 10-minute short film with a couple A-list, borderline on B-list celebrities and kind of circulated it, and it took the internet by storm. And next thing you know, he's got a web series deal with one of the YouTube channels. What's it, Machina, however you say it,
Machinima or whatever.
Machinima. There you go. Look at you.
Well,
yeah, Machinima, and so it is done very well. So, and I kind of see this might end up doing the same thing. I mean, remember Thomas Jane did it with Punisher a few years ago.
Yeah, Dirty Laundry. So it's kind of a hit or miss. I think by how much this has swept the internet in one day, I'm kind of leaning that this might hurt the Power Rangers, the movie, and they might end up wanting to do this.
I could see that point because Power Rangers, you don't think of it as dark to begin with, but no, the production value on this was stunning.
Do you think that will, from the purists, do you think the Power Ranger purists will be like, this isn't Power Rangers. Power Rangers isn't dark and sinister and rated R.
You might get that sort of backlash, but I don't know at what level, I don't know. Because, I think it definitely puts a new spin on it that I think might relate to a lot of the other big budget big budget action stuff that's out there now.
I wish I had A-list friends, but hey guys, you want to do a fan film? Because nowadays, if you go up to your friends, like, we'll do a fan film. We've all seen what fan films look like. They look like shit. I mean, but this guy has Katie Sackhoff and Vanderbeek, which is pretty too. Sackhoff's definitely an A-lister. Vanderbeek's probably more of a B-list, but he was big back in the day. The fact that you can just call them up, hey guys, let's do a fan-made. I mean, how does that go down? Like, how do you sit with your friends and be like, hey guys, let's do a Power Rangers fan film? I'd be like, dude, fuck off. I'm like, no, I can do a Power Rangers fan film. So. All right, let's get into some miscellaneous news here really fast. A missing rapper appears in ISIS beheading video. I thought this was interesting. Did you guys hear about this?
No.
Yeah. I guess there was a rapper that went missing about it. Let's see. Let me just read the article.
ISIS has an entertainment division?
Dogg
Yeah.
from Berlin.
I've never even
What's his name?
Desso Dogg.
Desso Dogg.
Desso Dogg.
Former gangster rapper is alive and kicking in Syria and has reportedly become a main figure in an ISIS recruitment.
Ugh.
Oh, man, ISIS is just taking the world by storm. Now they are having their own rappers as well.
ISIS Records.
Yes. Today, the U.S. State Department officially branded Dennis Cuthbert, a.k.a. Desso Dogg, a global terrorist. Historically, on the rare instance that a rapper is gunned down, a drive-by shooting, or a rap-world beef is involved, for Dennis Gerard Cuthbert, the man formerly known as Desso Dogg, things might play out differently. Armed with bombs and grenades, he raps, right in the center or in a subway, I press the button. I guess these are lyrics. So he obviously had some, sympathies towards extremist Muslims anyways to begin with. So this guy goes missing. They assume that he was dead in some shootout. He now, for the first time, resurfaces in the recent beheading videos that came out a couple weeks ago. He's in it.
That's so
and he's
scary.
actually in charge of recruitment.
Wow.
This is scary. It reminds me of the episode of Homeland. I don't know if you guys watch Homeland, where this one extremist Muslim looks to Claire Danes' character and says, "We're gonna win." And she's like, "You're not going to win as long as there's people like me alive, people that, believe in yada, yada, freedom, whatever." And he's all like, "We may not win next week. We may not win in a year. We may not win in 5 years. We may not win in 100 years, but eventually we're going to win." And it was scary because I'm like, you know what? You're fucking right.
They're relentless.
They're relentless. And when you believe in something, when you
want to die for it,
and you die, how can you fight that? How can you fight people that are willing to blow themselves up, and then they think they're going to get a reward afterwards?
Their mentality is, I've got nothing to lose.
Yeah. Well, dude, they think they're going to get 40 virgins when they blow themselves out. They blow themselves up. I mean, it's a win for them. If only they knew. Virgins aren't fun, guys. Come on. You got to teach them. You imagine teaching 40 virgins? That's not good. Start over. Turn around. This is not bad. And you're just every 40, all 40 of them, just got to teach them. It's a hassle. It's not fun.
So is this guy going to be at the Grammys next year?
So stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if we had give him an Oscar with how the Oscars are going this year.
He's not a terrorist. So
it's all about acceptance and equality, even for ISIS beheaders.
Just imagine if he shows up at the Grammys. I don't think I like to see Kanye try to interrupt this speech.
Let's see here. I'm going to look up some of his music. I'm kind of curious.
That is so.
Desso Dogg.
DOGG.
It's just amazing how
Kaily knows. She knows her rappers. Here it is.
It.
I think it's right here.
I heard the other day they
pow,
recruited
pow,
more.
Pow, pow, shoot. Pow, 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 shoot first. Ask questions last.
That's Desso Dogg, guys. Now,
hey, I'm ready to go after hearing that. Let's go.
Pow, 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 shoot first. Ask questions last. Gonna follow me around forever.
Sounds a lot like Kaily to me. All right, Desso Dogg. Let's see what he has here. I can't believe this. And before I play his music, that's another thing that you have these people going back to my original thought that they're going to win, maybe not now, but someday when they're recruiting just everyday people. I mean, more and more, we're seeing more and more, Americans going over there, going to these training camps and then becoming extremists.
It's not just Americans. It was last week that a 10-year-old girl blew herself up in a market.
Yeah,
Jesus.
three new teenage girls actually
Yeah.
today
Yeah.
went missing.
Libya.
Or
Was it Libya?
Libya or Syria or something?
Somewhere over there, but they went over to where ISIS is, and they can't be ISIS, and they can't be found. They're missing. So,
Oh, snap. Look at that production.
baby making music,
Desso Dogg.
bomb making music, I should say.
Let's see if he's any good.
He's getting deep.
About to get deep.
Yeah. Keeping it real.
Willkommen in meiner Welt voll Hass und Blut. Ich schreibe Zeit für meine Kinder und das mit Blut. In einer Welt, wo man nicht mehr weiß, was der nächste Tag bringt. Kinderseelen weinen leise, wenn der schwarze Engel singt. Willkommen in meiner Welt voll Hass und Blut. Ich schreibe Zeit für meine Kinder und das mit Blut. In einer Welt, wo man nicht mehr weiß, was der
Yeah, I
nächste
wish I
Tag
could
bringt.
understand what he was saying.
It's not even in English?
No,
No.
he's from Berlin,
Berlin.
so
Oh,
German. I was about to say that's not even English.
yeah. It took me a while. I'm not very smart. I'm like, is that English?
I saw your face.
I thought it was
You looked
Ebonics.
really
Fuck you,
confused.
Desso Dogg.
Oh,
Oh.
she's not. She does not like that. Desso Dogg.
Can't even understand what he's saying.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. The dangers.
Fuck you, Desso Dogg.
Okay, we already heard that. The dangers of masturbation. This is an interesting story. I was hoping your brother can come in, Tony, for this. So stupid. The dangers of masturbation. Now, I remember I talked. The reason why this article even was interesting to me because I remember I went with there was some guy that Jason Ryan. Do you remember Jason Ryan, cinematographer for Western X? He was dating some woman a while back, and she was just bizarre. And she was trying to convince me that masturbation would cause cancer. But she says, and I don't know why it came up, but she says, "Do you masturbate?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course, everybody does." And she said, well, if you masturbate too much, it actually will cause you to have testicular cancer. And I'm like, it's actually quite. It's actually
It's
the opposite.
Dead man walking here. Dead man walking.
I have one day to live.
Yes, dead man walking. Oh, excuse me, I'm out.
All right, so Valentine's Day. Okay, masturbation is great, obviously, but like any indulgence, too much of it can be a bad thing. I'm guessing you already know about the health and mental benefits of regular masturbation. It decreases men's chances of getting prostate cancer, okay? And it can help post-menopausal women regain their pelvic floor strength. Oh, did you know that?
Wow.
So
Good to
older
know.
women. So when you hit the 45-year-old range, start masturbating vigorously. Fractured penises. I don't even know how that can happen, but let's say you hopefully know
some
that there's no
figures.
actual bone in the erect penis. Yes, okay, thank you. There is, however, a inner core called the corpus cavernosum. Kaily,
Cavernosum?
look at her, medical doctor Kaily. That can snap and rupture from acrobatic
stop.
sex.
Move on.
Yeah,
Acrobatic sex.
yeah. Your dick can bend in half like a oh, okay. I can see that happening.
Yeah, no.
Okay. But okay, that can happen during sex. I mean, you gotta be getting out some major aggression if you're masturbating that hard to where you jack your penis like that.
Well,
I mean,
is it
that's
using your
anger.
hand or you are like plowing a melon
Do people plow melons?
Or
I don't-
vagina toys. They have
Or
vagina
or
toys
like
now.
the vagina
But
attached
still,
to a
do
foot?
people? I mean, Tony, have you ever like whacked it vigorously where you were angry, or do you just kind of do a slow stroke?
I never could get angry at Mr. Happy.
Yeah, I do. See, I always thought it's just like dice. Just kind of like throwing dice. Just do it nice and soft. I mean, you're not going to get angry at
You're
yourself.
trying to have a happy ending. You
Right.
don't want a dead ending.
California woman sued the adult toy manufacturer. After one of the company's dildos nearly killed her.
Jeez.
Jesus.
1 minute she was using the sex toy as intended. The next there was sharp vaginal pain and severe bleeding. Why don't you read some of this for me, Kaily, so that I can...
Don't use the titanium ones.
That sounds dangerous.
Why don't you finish reading that paragraph for me?
Her boyfriend quickly called 911, and she was rushed to the hospital, where she made a full recovery after a few pints of blood
Oh,
were pumped
wow.
back into her.
How embarrassing is that? Can you imagine going to the doctor and you call your family? I'm home in the emergency room right now. Mom, can you come visit me? Bring me some of my things, some of my toiletries from home. I'm gonna be in here for a while. Well, what happened? Well, I was using my dildo, and one thing led to another, and I pierced my vaginal canal.
Ooh.
Well, it says it turns out that the bleeding came from one of her iliac arteries,
Ugh.
which are located deep in the lower abdomen and can rupture from blunt trauma. So she probably did it herself.
She must. Now I understand.
She hated her vagina.
Well, I mean, Maggie. We'll start with Maggie first. I mean, have you ever masturbated vigorously, like hard? I mean, if some women like to be fucked hard, so it makes sense.
Not like
where you would hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Kaily? Ever?
No.
Yeah. It just seems.
I just can't imagine how that would happen.
Yeah.
She really must have been like
she needed it. It wasn't deep enough.
She just read 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh,
probably.
There you go.
On the
well, apparently she wasn't fooling around with her boyfriend.
What's the? You want to read the other one too?
Which one? The bleeding urethral meatus?
Oh God, this sounds so. Oh, what is it called?
I don't know. Bleeding urethral meatus.
Oh my God.
Not every guy jerks off the same way.
Yeah, I agree.
With the bleeding urethral.
That sounds like a horrible B-movie monster. The attack of the bleeding urethral
meatus.
Well, here,
meatus.
Actually,
it sounds like it's Latin. Sounds like a Spartacus character.
Another fancy way to call the Black Death.
I'm the urethral meatus. I'm the champion of this arena. Go to what's the other one? A torn scrotumus. Scrotumus.
Torn butthole.
See, now I'm on the Spartacus kick. Now I'm a scrotumus. Call me scrotumus. Part of being an adult is accepting the depressing reality that more often than not your job will be particularly boring. The other part of being an adult is finding appropriate ways to handle that boredom, like taking long shits or texting your mistress. Okay. A decidedly inappropriate way to handle workplace boredom is by masturbating, particularly if that workplace is full of heavy machinery. I don't know. Let's see. Apparently, while in the throes of orgasm, he leaned too far into the belt, and his scrotum was yanked into it. Oh, Jesus!
Oh my goodness!
See, that's why you don't want to do that at work.
I mean, I'm wondering if he put his junk on the belt to get some additional friction, because how do you no one has balls that big, like why they're jerking it, the balls go flapping and it gets trapped in the freaking belt. Come on.
And he deserves
he's the
death.
old man with flappy balls.
Oh,
he deserves death.
Old man balls.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Let him learn his lesson.
Oh,
the hard lesson learned.
We're on this type of topic of sexual deviance. 50 Shades of Grey, man. Now, I'm a little late on this because we didn't get to do a show last week because I was at the conventions for promoting another radio program. But, I mean, I never want to hear a complaint about my content in my show ever again. I mean, the fact that you have a show basically about a movie who's kind of a rapist, and yet this is the box office, record breaker of the century here. I'm like, so it goes to show, and it's not guys. What? No, there's no guys jumping out the doors to go see this movie. If they are there, they're there to, back up their lady friend. And I just never want to hear complaints ever again. If there's so many women out there that are that horny where they got to go run out and watch that movie, and they're not offended by anything in that film, even though it's pretty tame, or the book that's not as tame, I don't want to hear complaints about my show anymore. No more talking Kayla complaints.
I mean, someone really complain
about the show?
No, about Kayla.
No. But I'm just saying.
I was going to say.
I'm just saying. I remember back in the Mental Lives days, people always complain about our content. I'm like, you're complaining about our content, but then you go and what's the difference between that? What we say it. Personally, I think it's less creepy having an open conversation about something rather than I'm going to hide in my bedroom and read this book about Christian Grey's rapist antics. Like, to me, that's creepy.
Yeah. I'll agree.
Did you go see 50 Shades of Grey, Kaily? Not Kayla. You're not talking about Kayla.
Not Kayla, no.
Did you?
I did. I walked out halfway through it, though.
Oh, really? Did you walk out because it was just terrible, or did you walk out because you had better things to do?
It was the most uncomfortable situation in my entire life. My mom dragged me.
Oh, man.
So your mom stayed?
My mom stayed. Oh. Yeah. There was actually there was a row of women behind me that were probably very uncomfortable with the film because they were commentating the entire thing, and it pissed me off so bad.
They didn't.
So they were talking during the movie?
I yelled at them, and then I walked out of the theater.
They were talking during the movie?
They were talking, commentating, laughing, giggling. Just, you could tell they were uncomfortable with the whole thing. And so I turned around, I yelled at them. I said, if you're uncomfortable with it, just walk out. But I walked out.
That's interesting. Well, it's kind of like that's what a lot of ladies I know do. Like they giggle in uncomfortable situations when it comes to the sexual things. Like for example, like male strip clubs. A lot of the times, guys kind of sit there. They try to be cool. They throw the money at the chicks, but the women are usually laughing and giggling at the guy.
Huddled
Together. This movie it does with the suburban horny wives. You know, they don't get none.
But they read it. But why go see it if you're that uncomfortable with that?
I don't think it's. I mean, come on. You're watching things. I don't know. I mean, is it uncomfortable?
Mostly like curiosity? I mean, it just sounds like your opinion isn't uncommon. You know, like there's some people that are uncomfortable watching this film, and yet they're going in droves to see it. Yeah. I'm almost like wondering whether or not, I'm just curious to see this film because of all the hype.
I think so. That might be it from the hype. But these women were like 45 to 50, and they were that's typical,
the demographic.
Like, wearing like the bling bling shirts and belts.
It's the soccer moms.
It's the same women that cry over Robert Pattinson. There's more older. There's more 45-year-old women that are crying over Twilight than there are the actual demo that they're trying to reach. Those are the women that are more obsessed with it than the young girls, because the young girls are out getting some for real, and these women are just sexually frustrated.
They got to go home.
Yeah. Yeah. And unfortunately have sex with their fat, overweight husband who's drinking a beer and watching football. So in some way, I feel sorry for the women, you know, that you know, because that's what happens with these relationships is they get comfortable and the guy gets overweight. I'm going to drink a beer and you go see 50 Shades of Grey and then come home and, you know, work out your frustrations on my dick. Like I mean, those are the examples I heard though on my Facebook post.
Well,
like
it's the same thing with Magic Mike.
Oh yeah.
Like all those horny women went to go see that and then went home and begged their husbands.
Yeah. And they're not shy about saying that. They're like, well, why don't you just enjoy it? And instead of complaining about it, Michael, why don't you just enjoy it? Like, I'm like, because I don't need my girlfriends, whoever they may be at that time, to go see a movie to get worked up. Because if that ever happens, I'm just going to slit my throat. If my significant other has to go watch a movie to get riled up in order to have sex with me, my life is over. Just slit my wrist, you know, Whitney Houston me in the tub. Do something. Just end it.
Don't go nowhere. The Rain Man will be right back.
Joining me now, former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee, who's the host of Huckabee, right here on the Fox News Channel. He's also a former Republican presidential candidate. Host of Huckabee.
Oh, God, that's funny. Oh, that's good stuff.
The Rain Man Show. Calling it like we see it. 49% geek, 51% douche.
All right, let me ask you a question, Tony. Are you getting enough?
I hope so.
I bet you'd love more, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more.
Oh, yes.
Yes, with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her.
Oh, yeah?
Second, a specially selected toy for him.
All right, you got me.
And third, a little something we know you both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD.
All right, I'm on.
And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get the 10 free gifts?
Tell me now.
It's not hard.
Oh,
well,
yeah. It will be.
It will be very soon. But tell me now. Don't tease me.
Just go to AdamandEve.com and select one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, a sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. You just enter offer code RAINMAN at checkout. Enter RAINMAN, RAINMAN.
Say that again.
RAINMAN. And you get all 10 free gifts. Go check out AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping when you enter offer code RAINMAN. That's RAINMAN at AdamandEve.com.
You are better than Cupid.
Rain Man digital app is now available in the Google Play Store. So now if you're looking to take all of our shows on the go from our network, whether it be Supernatural The Crossroads, Rain Man Show, Critique Revolve, Weird West Radio, or Star Wars From the Bacta Tank, you can now take it anywhere you want to go with the new Google app available in your Google Play store, and it's for free. So go to your Google Play store and search Rain Man Digital and start listening. That's good.
You're listening to the all-new Rain Man 001 on Rain Man Digital.
All right, we're back. Rain Man Show and Rain Man Digital. You can find all of our shows, past, present, and in the future on RainManWasHere.com. RainManWasHere.com. It seems like a show can't go by where I don't discuss the Pope. Apparently, news has surfaced recently about that the Pope is kind of like condemning people, saying that it's selfish for people not to have kids. Apparently, that's his new thing. Have you guys noticed that this Pope is way more like in your face with the media than any other Pope? Like it seems like every month he releases a statement that kind of creates controversy. And this is another one. Now, I personally, I think not everybody should be having kids. And this is what the Pope was saying. Everybody should have kids. And that is the wrong way of thinking, because there are so many people who should not have kids. Mm-hmm. And if you were to force people into having kids, can you imagine? Okay, the issues we have now where people murder their kids, they kill their kids. We have bad neighborhoods filled with just kids that are not being treated correctly. There's not enough time. There's not enough educational funds to educate them properly. And yet we want to force some people to have more kids. I think that's the wrong line of thinking to kind of push on people. Because I'll give you an example. Like my brother's one of them. My brother is arguably selfish, but selfish in a good way. He's even said that, right now is not his time to have kids. He wants to have kids, but he realizes that he wants to continue to live the life that he wants to live, that he won't be able to do if he has kids. Now, if he goes by the line of thinking that it's selfish to have kids, okay, so he has kids, and then he's out of town for 3 weeks out of the month, working. Well, who's going to be raising this kid? And I think with this type of thinking, it's dangerous, man. This is what happens with that guy, Pat Robertson. He, people call into his show, and I wish somebody would just put him in retirement. That guy, someone break his kneecaps. Pat Robertson should not be giving advice. I mean, he's on the radio or on the television telling people, "Oh, you got a stomach ache. I think you're possessed by the devil." Like that's not even smart. That's stupidity.
The sad part about it is that there are people who listen to him and they'll believe him.
Yeah,
they'll believe him. They'll say if they say that if he comes out tomorrow and says that masturbation will cause aliens to come out of your ass.
Oh, sweet! I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now.
You could almost guarantee that some hillbilly who's been watching Pat Robertson and taking his word as gospel is going to believe him.
He's a man of God.
You mean you're telling me that if I masturbate vigorously, aliens will come out my asshole? Well, guess what? I'm going to start masturbating vigorously every single day.
Is this George Bush?
Take me to...
He's a redneck.
They could probably take me to Mars.
Yeah. In order to get aliens out of my ass, we got to conquer them here in order to conquer them over there. There we go. That's for you, Kaily. Yeah,
well, the Pope can't even have kids, so what is he saying?
Come on, Pope, what about you?
He's selfish.
Well, let's be honest, he probably has a half a dozen kids and hiding.
No, he's gay.
No,
and
he's
he touches
not.
Little boys.
Oh, come on. That's the Heavenly Father, Maggie.
No, that's
the Pope.
Don't masturbate too hard because aliens will come out of your ass. That's just bizarre.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah. I'm telling you, if that was the case, I'd be masturbating all the time. I want aliens.
So go head over to
I want a close encounter. All right. So you know what? Let's talk about the Oscars briefly. You know what? This is the first. I was so disappointed in the Oscars this year, and
disappointed in the winners.
No. It has nothing about the winners. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that when I watch the Oscars, now we all know that cinema. From the dawn, since its conception, it's been used as a way to express, social awareness and to strive for social change. I get that. You're arguably trying to get ratings, okay? And you got to put on a show. And you have every actor decides that this is the event that he's going to preach down to everybody. I felt like I was a child being scolded for everything. Basically, they wanted to push their agendas. And a lot of the viewpoints I agree with, but I don't want to be preached to at the Oscars. I want to sit back and enjoy the artistry behind these filmmakers. I don't want to hear them. I'm smart enough to watch your movie and know what you're trying to say. We don't need to sit down and listen to you preach. Like, for example, when the whole spiel happened with equality. Who was it? What actress went up there and started talking about money, wage equality?
Patricia Arquette.
Patricia Arquette. Okay. I love her. I really do. But what annoyed me, okay, I don't believe, yes, there is an issue with equality, with wage equality in Hollywood. It's like that in a lot of places. But then you have people like Meryl Streep. Okay, and Jennifer Lopez, which I love Meryl Streep. Absolutely love her. But it was a little obnoxious because people used her. Look at her jumping up and clapping and say, "You go, girl, you go, sister." And I'm like, Meryl Streep, you haven't had a box office success in probably 2 decades. And yet you are one of the highest grossing actors in Hollywood.
She's the most decorated actress.
There is no wage discrimination towards you, Meryl Streep, at all. You get paid more than anybody. Okay, then you have people like Julia Roberts, who hasn't had a success since Steel Magnolias, if you guys even remember that movie, okay? I don't even count Ocean's 12 because it was an ensemble cast. And yet, she gets paid bank. She's one of the most highest grossing actors of all time. But she hasn't had a box office success in known history, okay? I don't agree with that. I mean, you have that. Remember that example that happened a while back where Sony got hacked and it released the pay of Chris Hemsworth and Charlize Theron from The Huntsman, Snow White and the Huntsman, and people were complaining that she got paid less. And I'm like,
even Jennifer Lawrence too.
Yeah, and I'm like, listen, you got paid less because Charlize Theron, you're not. It's not about equal rights. It's not about equality. Your paycheck isn't about equality. It's about what you bring to the table. And Chris Hemsworth got paid more for one reason. He has a higher box office draw. His star power at that time warranted a higher paycheck. It doesn't matter if you're a female, you're black, or you're a fucking alien that came out of my asshole because I masturbated. You get paid based on what you bring to the table.
I think the only actress that could probably have a solid argument would be Angelina Jolie. Mostly because I think of, her 2 movies in Tomb Raider.
Right.
Those were box office successes. But that's a good point. I mean, when you look at all the box office success right now, it's, majority of them are led by male actors.
You can't get paid. You just can't. I'm sorry. Yes, it happens more. Now, if you're an executive in Hollywood system and you're getting paid the less than another executive, it should be based on seniority and the job that you do. And if you are getting shafted, then fuck those people. And this woman should get her due. But in terms of these actors, these actresses, they get paid based on star power. That's how it works. It's not about equality. And that's what they kept preaching at the Oscars. And lately, in the last, 6 months, Maggie, it's been happening a lot about pay equality.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you get paid based on star power. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. I mean, no one complained about Kristen Stewart got paid more than everybody in The Huntsman. And she's a female, but they didn't realize she was the lead. She was in the same movie as Charlize Theron and Chris Hemsworth, and she got paid more than all of them. Because she was the lead, and she came off of Twilight, which was huge. She's a female. Is she not a female actress?
I don't know. I can check for you.
I mean, but no, they circle in on Charlize Theron not getting paid as much as Chris Hemsworth. And like, well, arguably she's the star of the movie. I'm like, well, arguably she is, but she's not the star power. She's not bringing in. People aren't saying, oh, Charlize Theron, I'm going to go check that movie out. No, they're saying, oh, Kristen Stewart from Twilight, and Hemsworth from Thor. That's what you get paid on. All right. You know what? On that note, let's just jump into the news with Kaily. Are you ready, Kaily? Let me get some music for you here.
Pow, 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 pow. last. Yeah. Pow, 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 pow. Shoot first. Ask questions last. Yeah. Pow, 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 pow. Shoot first. Ask questions last. Yeah.
All right, take us away.
Oh. According to brobible.com, you've been wiping your ass wrong your entire life.
Oh, man.
That explains everything.
The amount of progress we've made as humans in regards to wiping our asses is embarrassing. In 2015, and the fact that we're still shoving paper up there to clean out our butthole is absurd and laughable.
I've actually thought about that. I'm like, there's got to be, like, getting gross here. I'm like, there's got to be, like, when you're in that moment, not that I do it, so stupid, but, like, everyone wipes, and you're thinking, like, there's got to be a better way.
Talking about communication tools involved a warp speed, so it should be the same for wiping our asses.
There's a speed that you need to go? Is that what you said? Is that what it said? There's a timing?
The speed of the technology and how we should be cleaning our buttholes.
Oh. Well, think about it. Back in didn't they used to use, like, a stick? Back in the day, like, some of the Gladiator movies I've seen, they actually, like, take a stick, like, they wipe it like that. Remember Spartacus, Maggie? You saw Spartacus. Remember they did that in Spartacus? They had, like, a paddle. Mm-hmm. And they would, like, wipe it. I'm like, that can't be cleaning. I mean, you imagine back in the day how funky people were. At least we have showers on a daily basis. At least
Black Sails, the guy took a shit over the boat.
That's right.
He used his hand.
Ugh. That is so bad. Okay, what else does it say?
According to this, you wipe until you're done. You wipe until there's nothing left.
Oh,
some people just stand up and leave.
What?
According. The people that believe in a set number of swipes, they'll just get up and leave, thinking,
they have a set number of
so I'm done.
So they have a count.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3, all right, let's go.
Some people, it takes up to 50 swipes.
So they're sitting in their own filth after they're, like, done,
Oh,
Great.
my gosh.
This is why I don't like people.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, then the article goes on to say, brings me to the next point, it's okay to look. So it's okay to peek at your process of wiping your butt, I guess.
Yeah, I can see that.
Come to terms with yourself.
Yeah, see how much brown's left. Oh. Yeah.
But I don't know.
Really?
And then it talks about the front reach and the side lean and the tilt, and the best practice for wiping is the snow plow. If you ever watch a snow plow work, they push the snow to one side and then wipe it clear the other way.
Oh.
It's the same principle.
Who does that? Like, okay, see a snow. Okay, so you read the directions again. Can you print this up for me? I'm going to try this later.
The wiping process starts with one major down wipe from back to balls. This is obviously for a guy, bringing everything down to the bottom of the driveway.
Wait, what? Back to balls?
From backside to balls.
Is that what they call now the?
You're wiping the other way. Yeah, you're wiping from back to front, obviously. So from your backside.
No,
to your
women
balls.
are supposed to do that.
No,
women are not supposed to do that. We're supposed to wipe from front to back.
Yep.
So this is obviously just for guys, but then it says on wipe 2, you swipe back up, taking your base pile and everything else along with it.
God, who put this in the news, Kaily?
Bro Bible, you're the one that found this article. Oh
this is the worst.
That's what they call the ass crack now, the driveway.
Oh.
Some dude named Tyler Lemko.
He has way too much time.
He has way too much time.
Yeah, who put this much thought into this? I don't know. I mean, that's just,
quite
a how-to.
It's a bro site.
Oh.
I thought that hygiene was something that was taught at an early age.
Right?
Maybe I was wrong.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe my parents again, mysteries of the Orient. They teach you, certain things that the white man does not know.
But why hasn't the Chinese people made invented something to just evaporate the shit? Like, why haven't? We keep making better phones, we keep making better surveillance devices, we keep getting better computers. Why can't someone invent something that just evaporates the shit right off your asshole?
Well,
that's
what they have bidets for. Bidets
bidets
literally shoot water, whether you want it cold, warm, or hot, and they shoot it in a stream right at your butthole.
And then they dry it.
The Japanese
I don't know if
awesome.
I want
and then
a water
it goes for
spout
a
going.
certain amount of time, and then you can actually, because I used to have one.
Does it
You
work?
can, and you can
For real,
move it
for
back
real?
to forth, so it'll go back and forth, so it gets your whole a-hole or the front.
Oh.
for
Like a
women.
car wash.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty much.
I'm getting turned on.
And then they have a dryer, so it dries you, and it's like.
Did you ever stay there longer and ended up moving it elsewhere?
No.
Oh, because that'd be interesting.
That's kind of gross because, like...
Well, if it's water...
Some of them sterilize themselves.
Oh.
It's just not...
Maybe you just need something like the Dyson. Like the Dyson vacuum, so you have the Dyson toilet bowl. You just like suck that crap,
what do
like...
they call those enemas or something?
Yeah.
Where they suck everything out?
No.
Enema, those are something else.
There's something else. I don't know.
Yeah. It's using...
Tony basically wants those things that they use at the dentist, so they suck up the extra spit.
Yeah. Oh, wait, not my balls.
So.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he wants. He's all... Like, you should do that. Just put that while you're going to the bathroom. You just have one of those little things by you as well.
One of those water picks?
And you're just like...
Like a water pick, I bought a water pick. I don't think I'm supposed to use it then, though.
I'm done.
So, moving on.
Or maybe like one of those things like in the bathroom, those hand dryers, like you just walk out there, stick your ass in the hand dryer.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
So apparently...
what else do we have in the news, Kaily?
Your walk can reveal how many orgasms you've had. So science, according to your Tango.
Wait, your walk can tell how many orgasms you've had? A woman or men? Women or men?
Well, there's a bunch of women in the picture, so I think it's for women.
Okay.
A free and confident stride means you have had an awesome sex life, research says.
A what stride?
An awesome... confident. Free and confident stride.
Okay.
You have an awesome sex life. The fashion inclined always tells you that life is one big runway, whether or not... Okay, so pretty much when you see one of those women that walks like a model down the street, she's got a pretty good... According to this article. So if she's stumpy and she's not even there, she probably...
So if she takes small steps, chances are she's not having sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. So basically confidence.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. A woman's walk reveals how many orgasms she's had. An energetic and free walk means a woman has been sexually fulfilled plenty of times. A stiff walk means she shows sexual restraint.
Well, you know what? No stiff walkers for me, please.
I wonder how they
Sounds like a new zombie from The Walking Dead. Oh, that's a stiff walker. Stay away from the stiff walkers, Tony.
Were they all walking out like that after 50 Shades of Grey? That's what I'm wondering,
Oh,
yeah, it'd be pretty free after then.
All right, and what else is on that article?
Unsurprisingly, the study also found that women who had reached sexual climax more often also had more confidence. And high self-esteem very easily translate to a sassy strut.
I like sassiness. Sassy's good. Sassy strut. What's a sassy strut, though? Is that like kind of like...
It's like walking on the runway.
Oh, I like that one. I like the sassy strut.
So if I see grandma walking down the street, like a sassy walk...
Yeah.
I shouldn't assume anything, should I?
Oh,
maybe.
She's be walking down with her walker.
Oh man.
Well, now they're saying that we do predict a fun people watching game coming out of this. So grab a girlfriend, hit them all, and analyze female struts. See how many orgasms you can count.
This is a douchey news segment. I don't know who put this together.
I don't know. I wonder.
Scientists aren't this douchey.
Come on, this is science, man.
Any other types of walks?
No, that's pretty much it.
I think it's funny that there's actually been a study put on this. Judging by that chick, that's just a douche. That's a douche scientist. All right, what else do we have in the news? Kaily, what else?
Man spends thousands to meet online Chinese girlfriend and beats her up for lying about her looks, according to Kanita.com.
Sounds legit.
Yeah, a man in China beat up his online girlfriend after spending thousands of dollars to see her in person. Huang and Xiao Jin met on social networking app WeChat. Huang fell instantly in love after seeing Xiao Jin's beautiful photo and decided to spend thousands of dollars to travel across country. China, so they could finally meet. And pretty much she said, hey, it's me. And then it looks absolutely nothing like the picture. And he got into an argument with her and beat her.
Listen, I'd be a little upset, not going to lie. But when I beat her, I'm like, dude, you're bad for not doing your due diligence.
I'd be like, get yourself home.
You didn't do enough research.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, I would have done Skype, some live
Google,
FaceTime, Google Hangout.
Yeah, Google.
So there's so many ways to make sure you and if she keeps saying, oh, you know what, I'm in the middle of, I don't have a good internet connection. Well, we better find a good internet connection.
I did the online dating thing for a little while, and I ended up talking to some guy, and he's like, you know what? Can you send me a picture of like a little Post-it note, and you write today's date, your name on it, your favorite like.
Is that tacky though?
It is, but if you don't want to Skype with the person, or if you.
So he asked you to do that.
He asked me to do it.
Did you feel kind of like it was tacky?
I felt it was a little tacky.
Yeah.
But it's understandable with these days. You don't know if that's a really awful, hideous, very overweight. Disgusting, perverted man on the other side.
But maybe was it just right away or a couple days into it?
It was a couple of days into it. Yeah, it was right away.
That's how sex cams get started.
Yeah, but you know what? That makes sense. I mean, but did he actually tell you this through IM or like on the phone?
Yeah, through IM, and then it was kind of like, hey, it was the next step after talking on IM, and it was like, hey, let's exchange numbers, and then before we decided to meet, it was kind of like all right, are you really you, or are you really a fat man on the other side?
That's almost like catfish.
So you did it?
Yeah.
How long did that relationship go on?
Oh, it didn't. I mean, we went to one date, and he was actually too short for my
really?
preference.
What's too short?
My height or shorter.
Oh, really? Okay.
So 5'.
Was he Asian?
Yeah.
He was Asian?
That's kind of a silly question, don't you think?
Yes.
Yes, he was Asian. He was
Have you ever thought about getting... Look at Tony. My chances are going up. All right, what else do we have in the news?
According to Huffington Post, my page is not... Oh. Man on dolphin sex documentary makes big splash at a film festival. What?
I'm seeing a pattern in all these stories.
What is this, Mike?
I don't know. Is it really a guy did he had a dolphin?
Yeah, Malcolm Brenner claims that in 1970 he had a consensual sexual relationship with a dolphin named Dolly.
Consensual. Like consensual. Like
in quotations, consensual.
Yeah, so he talked to him like, hey, do you mind if I stick my dick in your between your dolphin fins? Yeah, or your what's it called, the blowhole? Yeah.
Flipper.
Hey, I want you to squeak twice if it's yes. And always remember, no means yes.
Now, hold on. Was the dolphin of age?
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't say.
Poor dolphin.
They met at a Florida
amusement park. So what year was it?
1970.
Wait, they met where?
At a Florida amusement park. When he was taking photographs for a children's book.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm done.
I know.
So wait, this was a movie?
This is now a movie that debuted last week at the Slam Dance Film Festival in Park City, Utah, and it's called Dolphin Lover.
This premiered at Slam Dance?
Jesus, they must have been reaching for content.
I think so.
I wonder if we could get it at the Phoenix Comic-Con Film Festival.
Listen, Flipper, do you mind if I consensually, I don't want to rape you, so can I fuck you? That's obviously a yes. Thank you, Flipper. We're going to make sweet love now.
Oh, boy.
What else is in that article?
Well...
Malcolm meets Dolly the dolphin.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what's going on. At first, I discouraged her. I wasn't interested. So he's making it seem like she was the one that was.
Well, they do say that dolphins are very sexual, and they have been known to rape people themselves in the water. So I can believe that maybe the dolphin was possibly raping, like kind of rubbing themselves. But I mean.
I've heard them raping other animals.
No, I've heard they actually. I've heard they attack people too, not in a bad way. Like I've heard that they kind of molest you.
They're intelligent animals.
Yeah.
Well, it says at first.
Yeah, you rape. Guess what? If you rape someone, chances are you're intelligent.
Not. After some time, I thought, if this was a woman, would I come up with these rationalizations and excuses? There's something quite transcendental about. How do you say that word?
Transcendental.
And making love with a dolphin.
Another word for crazy. This person is crazy.
Yeah. He's.
And we don't live in a world full of wonder.
This was the wedding song.
Well, he said that she would thrust herself against me.
Jesus.
And he claims she became more gentle.
Still a better love story than 50 Shades of Grey.
9-month affair, guys. 9-month affair.
9 months. Oh, man.
How do you have sex with a dolphin?
I'm no longer.
Yeah, is there details? We want the deets, Kaily. We want the deets.
Okay.
No. I don't want the deets.
I'm about to go into it.
Oh, wait, they have details? Holy shit.
I was lying.
In the film, intercourse engaged in blah, blah, blah. And then this is quoted by him. I started rubbing her along her back, working my way to her flukes and her tail. And as I was rubbing her and moving my hand towards her tail, Dolly was slowly rolling around her long axis.
I'm no longer turned on. I'm no. It's dead.
It doesn't actually really go into too much more, but there are pictures.
That's crazy.
Of him.
Can you read that part again about how he did it? He rubbed his what? He rubbed the...
I started rubbing her along her back, working my way to her flukes, her tail. And as I was rubbing her and moving my hand towards her tail, Dolly was slowly rolling around her long axis. Yeah.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Oh, it's awful.
Anyway, I mean, what is wrong with people? I know this day and age, we want to accept everything and everybody. That's why this guy's movie made it, because, well, you know what? He's entitled and yada, yada, yada. But I mean, God, are we at that point as a society now where we don't think something was psychologically wrong with that guy?
What?
Have we gotten so open-minded that that's okay? It's okay.
I just want to know why this is okay and not the girl or the lady in Nevada having sex with her dog isn't okay.
What are you trying to say? Are you advocating for dog sex rights?
No, I'm saying he needs to go to jail.
Yeah, I agree. Well, statute of limitations happened in what, the 70s? I bet you. Why do you think he took so long to release it? I bet you
in Florida too.
There had to have been some. Oh, this was in Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the dolphin was underage then.
Florida. Yeah. Dolphin was underage.
Welcome.
He was 18.
Beautiful Florida.
All right. What else do we have in the news, Kaily?
Well, according to Fox News, what are you waiting for? Slick new ISIS campaign puts new face on homegrown terror. The French-speaking ISIS fighters show their faces, an indication that they have no intention of coming back to France.
Oh, they actually showed their faces.
Yes, they did.
Well, you know what? My hat's off to them for that, at least. And finally decide not to be pussies. Because they kill everybody and they hide behind their fucking little masks. At least finally they decide to stand up. Because that irritates me. I'm like, you guys want to stand up for your beliefs, and yet you put those masks on to hide. It's like Anonymous. It's my issue with Anonymous.
And
you
they're
guys
no longer going to come back home to France.
Good. Stay away.
Good, because now if they try to come back to France, at least we have a picture of them.
Yeah, well, two of them at least. It said, buoyed by the Islamic terror attack on a magazine in France, ISIS has continued a slick campaign with a twisted theme, quote, unquote, what are you waiting for? And featuring fresh-faced jihadists, urging radicals in French-speaking countries to stay put and kill innocents. And in one video released online last week, titled Blow Up France 2,
Jesus.
A masked jihadist bearing an assault weapon exhorts Muslims to continue terror attacks on that country.
There's so much hate.
Yeah.
So much hate for no reason. All because of what?
No, actually, they kind of came out of nowhere, didn't they?
Yeah, that's insane. But at least they're staying in France, though. Blow Up France 2. What is this, like a fucking sequel?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's literally what it is. Blow Up France 2.
They're going to go after the Eiffel Tower. That's what happened in G.I. Joe,
gosh.
Rise of Cobra.
No.
All right, what else do we have in the news, Kaily?
All right, so kind of staying on the same thing here, Saudi historian says U.S. women drive because they don't care if they're raped. So Saudi,
just the backwards thinking, man. Just backwater thinking.
I don't. Yeah,
and these are the guys we're on the side of.
Yeah. We should, with that line of thinking, we should be like winning.
No, I thought the Saudis were supposed to be on our side.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. A Saudi Arabian historian trying to justify the nation's ban on female drivers says women who drive in other countries, such as the United States, don't care if they're raped.
Yeah.
And that sexual violence is no big deal to them. What does that have anything to do with driving?
Yeah.
Well, it's retarded.
So because I own my new car and I drive it.
It's basically because your will. It's like saying it's almost it's an extreme version of oh, if you did, she's asking for it because she's wearing that short skirt. She's asking to get raped. Basically, they're saying that because they're willing to drive alone. I read this article. If they're willing to drive alone in a car, what if the car breaks down? They open themselves up to getting raped. And that's why, as American women, you don't, like Kaily, you might be driving, your car breaks down, and it's your fault if you get raped because you allowed yourself to drive alone.
Oh, yeah. I also carry a gun in the car, so it's totally fine.
Yeah.
So if my car,
you mess with me, you're gonna die.
If my car breaks down in Saudi Arabia, I should be okay.
Yeah, exactly. Because men don't get raped. Men don't get raped. Yeah. So yeah, that line of thinking and the fact that he's trying to justify it. Well, I'm not. What's a good Arab voice? This is where I need Dan. I need a good Arab voice.
Well, actually, it kind of goes into saying someone was talking about that. She said, "Hold on, who told you they don't care about getting raped on the roadside? I mean, we don't really have any other option." And
I can tell you're into the very exceptionally rare. The U.S. women don't care. That's a horrible accent.
It sounded half Mexican.
Oh my goodness! There we go. U.S. women don't care.
Wrong
about
country.
getting raped.
That was like
Wrong
a Mexican
country.
Asian.
I'm doing Indian, huh?
Yeah, he had a touch of Mexican there, and then all of a sudden, hey, we're in Bombay.
Oh my goodness! It works still. Can you imagine thinking that way? I mean, god damn it, man! This is where I do. There's sometimes I'm ashamed of being American, but this is one of those instances where I'm glad that we're a little more civilized.
It's shocking. It's funny and shocking, but the fact that the article says Saudi, I'm like going, yep. Well, doesn't surprise me.
A grain of salt.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, we have time for one more piece of news.
Thanks.
Yeah, let's go ahead and find something interesting here.
Jamaican man.
Sure.
Pow, 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 pow. Shoot first. Ask questions last. Yeah. All right. So, according to WTVM.com, a homeless man is charged with necrophilia appears in court. Columbus, Georgia, a homeless man briefly appeared in court Monday after he was arrested and charged with necrophilia following initial arrest on other charges. Given a $50,000 bond. Hey, what did he go?
You know what? Those people just be shot. Like, what are they off to society? Hey, yeah, sex with a dead person, you're dead. Like, I don't even know what goes on. First off, why is it against the law? I'm wondering that. It's like, not that I condone it.
What, having sex with dead people?
Yeah, why is it against the law? When you think about it?
Because
stupid.
the dead person... Yeah, exactly.
Listen, you could have sex with a dolphin, but you can't have sex with a dead person. Who are you hurting? The person's dead.
I think that guy actually is getting sued by some
family.
Animal.
Like the family,
the
possibly?
Well, this one, I don't know.
The dolphin guy you're talking about. Okay.
Back and forth.
Because now if there's family like next of kin, then I get it. You're hurting them. Yeah, I guess you're desecrating technically a site, a burial site. Mm-hmm. I guess so. Okay, go. Yeah. What does those the details say?
Smith was arrested on February 9th after he was accused of stealing a bicycle from a funeral service and broke into the business and performed sexual acts on a deceased person.
So he stole a bike to get there?
Yep.
He really wanted to get his freak on.
He was accused of stealing a bicycle, and then
more power to it.
He was just like, going, man, I'm horny.
He worked for it.
Yeah, stole a bike. He's like a triathlon to get there.
That's disgusting.
I need to get my groove on.
Yeah, I swam through the canals, the waters. I ran a couple miles, then I stole a bike, and also stole some kids' ice cream, and then I got to the cemetery home.
Yeah.
What else does it say?
The name of the person has not been released, but the family of the person was notified. Crime. Upon his arrest, Smith was charged with second-degree burglary, entering an unoccupied dwelling, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and
guy's
theft
a criminal, hardcore,
by receiving stolen property.
He just looked fine, that's all.
The secondary investigation led to the additional charge of necrophilia. The bicycles, along with other items, were recovered in another location during the time of Smith's arrest.
Oh.
That's weird. I was reading an article actually about this as well, and a secondary article, and it actually stated that while the judge was meting out justice to him, that it was reported, no joke, that he actually admitted that as he was describing why he did it, he was getting horny again. Could you imagine if you had these issues, that you were struggling with an issue like this?
That's why I don't talk bad about masturbation, damn it.
I know. Oh, man. Anyways, what a way to end the show. All right, everyone. We'll be back next week. Dolphin sex and all. Later.
Let's get the fuck out of this motherfucking hellhole!